Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the prices for the Steam boxes have been released. Oh dear. Now, the Steam box is basically the idea of getting Steam under the TV. Not at these prices. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. For what they're selling you, I don't think $4.99, this is the base model that I've seen for a Steam machine, is good enough. And I looked at the specs. We're talking an AMD or an Intel Core CPU, or an i5 Core CPU, AMD R9 or R927 or an NVIDIA GTX 760. Not sure about that. 8 gigs of RAM, well, that's a bit stupid. And 500 gigabytes of storage. Really? For $4.99? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't... Hang on, I've got to check something. Hard drive space on Xbox One. What is the hard drive space of an Xbox One? Give me a sec. Oh, look at that, 500 gigs. This is the base model for $4.99, I think it is. Yeah, $499, $499. That is the base model. What is the price in dollars for a Xbox One? Oh dear, pricing bundles guide. Go on, let's see what the pricing we're getting at. Oh, look at that! The price of the Xbox One for something that I'd say the Steam machine isn't particularly better than at the moment from the specs of the lowest common denominator Xbox, which is the Cyberpower PC for $4.99 and up, with the AMD Intel Core, for the Intel Core i5, which is, it's a good enough processor for gaming, I've got to admit. Oh god, it gets worse. Oh dear. Somebody's made a worse offering. I don't know how you could do that. Quad-core AMD or Intel, right? Oh no. I thought it was an Intel GPU, graphics processing unit. But I'm sorry, Valve fans, I think this one's a dud. I really do. The idea that you're going to spend upwards of $1,000 to get a PC under your... I don't see it. For $1,000, you just buy a custom PC that is designed to go under there. You don't buy this. I don't see it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, I unfortunately think the SteamOS is going to be a bit of a dud. Unless there's something special about it. Which I don't think there is going to be. Unless they overclock. Well, if you don't know about computers, overclocking is basically allowing the parts of the computer to run slightly faster, but you have to give them more power and more cooling. And you get a little bit of a performance boost. I personally don't think, unless they've all been given a specific BIOS to work with the Linux SteamOS, this is worrying. Very, very worrying. And doesn't look good. Let me run down what I'd say top of the line. Bolt 2. I saw a thing about this. Intel Core i7 4770K, which is a damn good processor. NVIDIA GTX 780 Ti, which is a damn good graphics card, I've got to say. And 16 gigs of RAM. Not bad. Here's where it gets interesting. 1 terabyte hard drive plus a 120 gigabyte SSD. Really? Do you want to know the price they're trying to sell this for? Wait a minute. Oh. Wait a minute. That's not the one that's... Oh no. Yes, that is the one that's been... Yes. $2,584. Oh dear. And people wonder why PC gaming isn't gonna... It's not gonna take off. When you can get for, I think it's about $300 in the US, a PS4, and for $500, which only gets you the base model of the Steam machines, a Xbox One. And you people in the US like Xbox One. In the UK, it's not that well received. I don't know, I just don't think it's well received, the Xbox One, but I don't know. I'm not sure, I'm more of a PC gamer. I think Valve have made a mistake. Well, no, that's not... I'm not going to say that. Valve didn't make the mistake. I think somebody told them they've got to give them these prices because something's not right. I think they were pushed by Microsoft. Something doesn't smell right about those prices because they're a little too high for what Valve needs them to be. There's a couple of prices to be arranged, but $499 is the base price you're going to have for a Steam machine. And looking at the specs of the 499s, I'm not too sure. I really am not too sure. Unless Valve have done something really special with that Linux distro, which is basically an operating system, a distro, if you know what I mean. You probably know what I mean. Unless they've done something very, very special with that Linux distro that makes every single component run faster, makes games run better than on a basic Windows, a comparable Windows machine, this isn't going to take off. And let's face it, most of the AAA games are ported to everything. Yeah, this isn't going to take off, guys. It's just my feeling that this is a little too overpriced for what it is. If you were talking about a PC that you could... If Valve said, you get the Valve Steam machine, and you basically say, right, you've got the Steam machine right there, they've said you can fiddle with it, which I can see. Valve are very open about most of their things, so they'd let you do that. What I could see is if they said, we'll put a TV card in it. Now, why would I say if they do that? Well, putting a TV card in a box like that is very interesting. For $499, for 500 gigs, and apparently it can do streaming of PC games from your standard Windows machine with a Linux box, that would be interesting. You'd be able to get rid, theoretically, of your PVR. Because most of the time the damn thing would be on anyway. And I don't know. Another thing I thought of. Cooling. These are pretty much high, well, I'd say mid to high-end PCs that really need cooling compared to Xbox 360, which damn well needed better cooling, and the Xbox One, which has better cooling. I've seen the specifications and I've seen a teardown. They've done good cooling on that, but I just don't... I think if these PC manufacturers are not thinking straight, they'll just do a standard basic PC build in a case that can go under the TV in your entertainment system, and that's not quite good enough, because how many people have their entertainment system in a place where you can probably get air behind it? Not many people. It's usually up against a wall, so you're sort of creating a hot box right there, which isn't good for the PC components, I've got to admit. I don't know. We've seen the Steam... I've seen a lot about the Steam machine from the beta testers that have gone out. Yeah. Wasn't quite what I was thinking it was going to be. It's not the be-all and end-all. What I do think that they've missed the trick on is solid state. Now, if you have every single Steam machine with a solid state drive and another hard drive, you've probably got a gaming console there, because you've got better access to the operating system, which means that games load up faster. Well, the operating system loads up a hell of a lot faster than some operating systems. I really don't know. It's just the specs and the prices. And I've probably put a link in the description to this video. If you've seen my Steam controller, my basic thoughts on the Steam controller video, yeah, that's got to be something special. Otherwise, this is going to be a big flop. I don't think many people are going to buy this. Nobody's going to be waiting out like, I need to get this. It's not good, because what Valve wanted to do, and I can pretty much see this from bloody space, is get under the TV. With these Steam boxes, they're not going to do it. They really aren't going to do it. It's going to be wet haddock. Sorry, I'm trying that on my channel, don't worry about it. It's a bit of a dead duck, because from what... Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Am I reading this right? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. Okay. I found a company who's doing one of the Steam machines. It's probably in the list. I've probably given you the article. $1,098. Intel Core i5 444. A GTX 760. Is it CG or an OG? 8 gigs of RAM. I really don't think that RAM... I think they need to put more RAM in the damn thing. That's... 9... Now this is... What? I'm going blind. 8 gigs plus a 1 terabyte solid state hard drive. Solid state hard... Why have you got 8 gigs? Hang on. You've got, for $1,088, an Intel i5 444, a GTX 780, 8 gigs of RAM. I think there needs to be more. And then this confuses me, 8 gigs and plus a 1 terabyte solid state. What? That doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. I don't think this is going to be any good, because I think this is going to be another Sega Dreamcast. It really it smells like a Sega Dreamcast problem, because it's too overpriced for what you're getting. For... Really, I don't see it. I really don't see it, because you're going to have to go... I think you're going to have to go to $1,000 as far as I can tell, to get 1 terabyte of storage. Really? And if they were clever and sort of made it a media center as well, Linux is a bit of a media center, but I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a good thing, guys. Okay, we haven't seen if anybody is going to take the interest in this. And it's only the PC people who really are going to take interest in this. This is not going to get popular opinion up. The only thing that got my interest was that controller. That controller is good. That is going to be interesting. That is going to change gaming if it's as good as I think it is. Which, knowing Valve, I think it is. I think I know what I think They know what they're doing. But with this Steam, with the companies they've allowed to do the Steam box, not that good. It's not that good unless, this is a big unless, Valve basically says that they're going to do one. They're going to make their own Steam box. They're going to get into the hardware market. And I don't know. I don't think this Steam box idea is going to hold any water. Tell me what you think in the comments, guys, because I really want your opinions on this. I really do, because from the price list, I was expecting to see a lot more $500 than I am. And I'm not seeing enough. I'm seeing $499s, and the $499 Steam box wasn't anything better than a Xbox One. I'm a bit out of my way with PC components, but I don't think you're going to get any better performance, because we're talking 8 gigs of RAM here, 500 gigabyte hard drive, i5 GPU. Okay, you got a better graphics card, but I don't know. I really don't know. There's got to be something good with that. There's got to be something really good with the Steam OS. There's got to be something special that makes it better than going through the basically, you're trying to get people off the consoles, and it's not going to work. And I think I know why, but I'm not going to say it. I want to know if people are going to go the same way I'm going to go. Because I've got a theory why the prices are so high. And I'm not going to say just yet. You might see a video in a couple of weeks with my thoughts, if I think I know what's happening. But this isn't any good. This is not going to fly. Thanks, guys, for watching. This is going to be an interesting time, because the Xbox and PS4 are going to do well. Steambox, this isn't. Thanks for watching. Bye.